What is going on, everyone? This is Sonic Mix here, and today I am here to give my predictions for NXT takeover Toronto. Toronto happens tonight. Really quick, couple things really quick. First off, I know it's been quite a long while since I've done any kind of review or preview of some sort. Decided to take a break because doing Raw, SmackDown, NXT, it can kind of drain you. And I figured, you know what? It's NXT Toronto. It's going to be a big match. Going to be a big show. Figure I might as well do a predictions. And yes, I did get a haircut. I used to have the long hair before I cut it. I cut my hair about a couple weeks ago. Yeah, about a couple weeks ago. But as always, I'm going to give my predictions. I think this is how the order of tonight's card is going to be. Without further ado, let's jump right into it. So, the opening match, according to the WWE website here, Ty Dillinger versus Bobby Roode. I think this is going to be a very fun popcorn type of a match. The crowd in Canada is going to be red hot for both of them. I can see Ty Dillinger taunting Bobby Roode with the 10, and then Bobby Roode doing his glorious. I say if you were to give these guys about 15 minutes, this could be a great match. Maybe close to a 4-star match. In the end, though, I gotta give it to Bobby Roode. I think Roode is gonna get the W for this one. I think he's gonna go over, and I think when Roode wins, this will lead him to facing the champion at NXT TakeOver Orlando, which would be March 31st for that show. So I'm going to say Bobby Roode picks up the win for this one. Up next, TM61 versus the Authors of Pain for the final round for the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. I think this is going to be good. The Authors of Pain versus DIY was a very great match. Love the ending, of course. Although I kind of wish it was DIY versus the Authors of Pain in the final. But TM61 is a good team. I'm not saying they're bad. I just think it would have been more interesting if it was DIY against the Authors of Pain. I see this match maybe being about 15 minutes, maybe 18 minutes tops. I think there's going to be some really good tag team action. And although TM61 does need the win, I think the Authors of Pain are going to win this. I would be super shocked if TM61 won. Although, like I said, they kind of need the win, but I think the Authors of Pain are going to win this one. So my pick is the Authors of Pain going over in this match. Up next, speaking of DIY, DIY takes on the Revival in the best 2 out of 3 falls match for the NXT Tag Team Championship. I think this is going to be the show stealer of the evening. 25 minutes, give them 30 minutes tops. Well, maybe not 30 minutes. I would say 20 to 25 minutes. I think that is the perfect length for these two. I can see this being a 5-star match, if not close to being a 5-star match. This is a tough call here because they kind of been teasing here and there of Ciampa turning on Gargano, but at the same time, the main roster kind of needs a big deal tag team. So do you have the Revival win and have Ciampa turn on Gargano, or do you have DIY finally, or DIY, excuse me, why did I say DIY? Or do you have DIY finally pick up the feel-good win? I'm going DIY. I think it's time for Gargano and Ciampa to seize the titles and put the Revival on the main roster. And if you do put them on the main roster, I would say put them on SmackDown. Because I think SmackDown kind of needs a big deal tag team. Although Raw needs a big deal as well, tag team. But yeah, that's kind of being in a pickle right there at the moment. Up next, which I'm assuming this would be the co-main event, Asuka versus Mickie James for the NXT Women's Championship. This should be a good match. I think, give it maybe 15 minutes, this could be a 3.5, maybe a 3.25, or 3 3/4 star match out of 5. Boy, I've been rusty, have I? I do not see Mickie James winning this. Good match, it's going to be, but Mickie James is not going to win this. I see Asuka picking up the win for this one. And I could see it where Asuka wins, and for some reason she snaps, beats on Mickie James, and Ember Moon comes out for the save, and this will be the slow build-up for NXT TakeOver Orlando come March. So Asuka wins, and then finally Joe versus Nakamura 2 for the NXT Championship. I think this is going to be a great match. I think this will be better than the Brooklyn match. The build-up has been excellent, and I can see a lot of people believing that Joe may pick up the win, especially with the close call, the close near falls that we're going to have here, which I think there's going to be quite a few, which it even may get me thinking Joe's going to win. But I think Nakamura's going to win. So let's go over the tally one more time. Ty Dillinger, Bobby Roode. I'm picking Bobby Roode. TM61, Authors of Pain. I'm going Authors of Pain. The Revival versus DIY in the 2 out of 3. I'm saying DIY. I don't know why I keep saying DYI. Asuka, Mickie James. Asuka wins. Joe Nakamura, Shinsuke Nakamura. And with that, this is my predictions for NXT TakeOver Toronto. I hope you guys enjoy those predictions. And I'll be back to give a review on it. And I hope you guys will enjoy the show. And I'll see you guys later on tonight. Have a good one. Enjoy the show. And I will catch you guys later.